Hello and welcome into Sorare Spotlight. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdino on Sorare. Talking today about Game Week 21, what happened this past weekend. We do have some matches today. It is Monday, so it's not over yet. Not over yet, which is something I have to keep telling myself. We'll figure that out, or figure out why in a little bit. We're going to look into the midweek because we actually have some midweek action for some regular in-season competitions. And so we'll talk about the all of the issues that go into that for those who are playing in those comps that are not like the European continental ones. Those will be next week. So we're going to have a lot of rotation issues. And yeah, we'll look ahead to that. And then we'll check in on the hot streaks, how everyone is doing in the different competitions there. And then I want to talk about something that was kind of on my mind this weekend as I was doing or tracking my hot streaks. And it was mostly about how there's no bad time to start Sorare. Now, there are better times, but just the way that the game is built now, and this includes hot streaks and special edition cards and being able to win XP. And there's a whole bunch of stuff in this that is about how you can compete basically in different ways right away whenever you start. And I think this is one of those problems that fantasy games have been dealing with for years, that there's so much interest at the beginning of the season. And then with a game like FPL, where by the time you get to October, most people give up, or, you look in, you find out about it in January and you're like, oh, great. I can start now and I'll be 7,348,000. And there's just not a lot of fun in that. And again, this is an issue with all different fantasy games. And I realize it's only October, but you can kind of see a path here where you literally can start playing Sorare at any point. Now, prices of cards change throughout the year, and theoretically that will affect what you do. But I've had this in my head for about 2 days and wanted to talk about it. And so that's what we're going to do today after all of the regular Monday stuff. Thanks everyone for coming in. Carlos, Pico Player, and Sorare Soul on the podium. Congratulations to you three. Carlos, Bundesliga duo winners. Let's go. Congrats to anybody who hit the 380 this game week. I was one of them. Carlos was another one as well. So we got our winnings there. New week, new happy endings. And Sorare, are we playing Sorare or are we playing Sorare? Which is kind of an inside joke from my channel, which is Sorare with Laird, if you're interested in even more than just the spotlight on Mondays, which I won't get into. But let's see. Sorare is really fun, or is it? Sorare is really fun. Is this like fun, like the band, as I saw like fun period. But anyway, Mikey Basson, what's up? A Bear got here on time. You sure did. It's probably too late to play MLB 25. That's a fair point, Mike. This is more of a football conversation, but yeah, I see. Yeah, I hear you. Up the lemon team. That's right, JPS. Sorare NBA starting to heat up. I did FTJ and JT Chels, who I kind of mix up, to be honest, when you guys get in here, because it's like FTJ, but also JT Chels. Are you the same person? No, 72, 20, different people. But hey, thanks. Appreciate you guys coming in. Sorare NBA is a game that I was not going to play this year. And then they came out with this new, I have to look it up. I already forget what the name of it is. Let me do that because I want to give it, the proper respect that it deserves. But let's see here. Quick play. Sorare NBA quick play. Thank you, Pico Player, is going to get me to buy cards. I'm going to do it this week, and it looks great. And if you're into Sorare NBA, there's a show Live Before Lock is later today with Mike Zakarian, who I go to for all of my Sorare NBA questions and opinions. And so I sold a lot of NBA Classic cards this week. I didn't expect the thing to heat up this early. Yeah, I mean, well, this is the hottest part of the Sorare NBA season. And like I said, the beginning of a season is always the hottest part for any fantasy game. So enthusiasm about NBA shouldn't be surprising because it's a fun game. It's just one of those games that from a time perspective doesn't work for me. And if you're unfamiliar with how NBA works, sorry, my camera's a little off there. You're at like a fairly big disadvantage if you're not able to be at your computer or phone and when the deadline comes, because a lot of late news comes and the way that you react to the late news is really important. And it happens to be around dinner time for me with my family, and it's not an ideal time for me, which is disappointing because I like the NBA. Let's go Knicks. And I would love to support Sorare NBA by playing it more regularly, but I can't get into it. And I can't like half effort it. I can't do it. But quick play, which allows you to play basically to start, you only need one card. And it's basically a streak format. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to talk about this much, but I do want to talk about it, or at least just point it out for anybody who might be interested in Sorare NBA. But basically, it's a streak type game where you just need one card to start. And in NBA, they use L10 instead of L15. And there's basically like I'll call it a salary cap game. It's basically a cap mode. Not basically, it is a cap mode based on L10. And so to start on quick play, you just need one card. And if they beat their L10 by 5 points, you win a market credit and you move to the next level. And if you can do this on all 5 steps, the top one is $2,000 in any scarcity. And I'm not going to say this is easy, doing what you have to do, getting 2 cards to be +5, 3 cards that are +5 twice, and then 3 cards to beat their L10 by 7 points for the top one. Like, it's not easy, but you don't need tons of cards to do it. And you don't need high collection bonuses, and you don't need max XP. And it all requires in-season cards. Don't get me wrong here. So like, if you're like, oh, I'll just go buy a bunch of classics, you do need them, but it'll get me to do this. And I think it's great. And it resets every week. So you do have like a time limit that you have to do it. You have to accomplish it by, but you can also hit multiple levels in the same night if the schedule works out with your players. And so I just think it's a really, really cool format that we haven't seen on the football side. We haven't seen on the baseball side, and NBA launching this is great. So just go to the NBA section on Sorare if you're interested in that. It's called Sorare 26, Sorare NBA Quick Play. And it's a cool, very, very cool idea that, like I said, will probably get me to buy in. And it starts this Friday, starts on Halloween. And so, yeah, there you go. Let's go. JT Chells, I know you're a Knicks fan too. Let's go. Anyway. So let's see. Got at least 2 good, valuable cards, Jarrett Allen and Zachary I don't know how to say his last name. Risashare. Crafting changes are in NBA also. Yes. Bear said the essence conversion was good. I had 585 limited essence, which would only amount to 1 craft in the old system. After conversion, I got 5,855 crafts. There we go. Gotta love it. So we're NBA at its best. So yeah, I would defer to Mike Zakarian, who's going to be on the Sorare channels later today, his live before lock. I defer to him with any questions, but obviously I would recommend, if you have an interest in the NBA, I would recommend checking that game, at least the quick play out. And I'm sure, once you get into it, just like any other Sorare product, like once you get into it, you might be like, oh, maybe I'll buy a couple more cards, or maybe it just gets you into the NBA. And I realize that the schedule isn't ideal for most of the European audience, but there is a passionate European NBA following. And so some people make it work. They just do. FTJ said, I know you mentioned a while ago about not seeing many transition from limited to rare. I made the jump, so I'm kind of starting from scratch again in a way. Love that. So yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit. I don't necessarily want to I don't necessarily want to get totally into that yet, because I do want to look at game week 21, um, and just do what we do and look at the kind of the top players and scores, and I do have some updated streak data, and so we can start. Actually, you know what? I've got 2 wheel spins. Let's just do that now. Who doesn't want to spin the wheel? Let's get something really fun. Don't mind a spin again. You take that. 2 of them? Oh man, look at this. Can we get a golden by the end of the before the end of the stream? I don't think I have any auction bids on. Oh, the cursed jersey was right there. 2 potion clues. Let's go. One more spin here. It felt like an aggressive spin. It looked like it was really fast to start. 100 essence. We take it. We'll jump right into the arena. There we go. Good luck to anyone else on their spins. Love to see it. All right. So these are the top players from this game week, this current game week. Again, there are still matches today. I know Fenner plays today because I have a huge, um, uh, sorry, huge Fenner collection. My God, somebody from Volendam scored 100. Nick Verscharen, not to be confused with Yari, who spells it completely different. So 98 points in the previous 2 games combined, and then a straight 100. Wow. For Volendam, who did have a clean sheet. I knew this. I know this because I have Kane Van Ovelen, who finally got a clean sheet here. But it looks like it was the Volendam defensive stack, 3-0, and yet the goals. Where are the goals? From left back and kind of a defensive mid, and then one off the bench. But hopefully there are some Volendam. Maybe we'll look at the Eredivisie and see if there were any Volendam stacks there. We've got Christoph Kobold from, is that Karlsruher? Shout out to Marvin Vonnetzek. 4-1. If I remember correctly, Marvin had 2 decisives, which we all love to see. He did not have 100, though. Where is he? There he is. 88. I thought this was Davidashvili at first when you no, maybe not. Anyway, there's Kobold with 100. Rap 63. There's Vonnetzek. Decent scores there. Pele Bovink giving up 4 goals, probably yet again. Iber said, I was scared to use the potion when I got the special star draw, decided not to do it. Yeah, that's oof. Dobsy said, I had Rap and Burnett. Heracles, new goalkeeper, had a rough debut and a poor showing in this match against Volendam. Not very promising. No, not at all. Not at all. When did this goal happen? Was it late? I don't know. Let's get Kobold off here. Got USG 100, Rayo Vallecano. I feel like a lot of people were on Vallecano this week. Yeah, home against Alaves, they won 1-0. I sold my Pele Bovink at weekend. That's smart. I had do I still have one? I think I still have mine, Mike, and didn't dream of playing it. So let's see. Vallecano, Alamao got the goal, but Pedro Diaz, Bataya. Yansink with his L15 of 2 bagged me that sweet 200 essence. We love to see that. I only use potion for the standard crafts. Yeah, I mean, if you have the potion, why not? Why not? All right. We've got somebody from Altac. Man, who are these guys? Khalil Fayed from Montpellier. Where's Tedji's 100 when you need him? Vanderheiden, who I didn't even know was at Ghent. Oh, there's Gabriel Sarah with a 100. Sarah, excuse me. Otamendi, we love that. He happened to. Chesney had 100? I didn't even know that. 100 in as in a loss in El Clasico. That's so funny. I really had no idea. Saved a pen, and that helped him get to 100. Let's see here. 9 saves, including 6 inside the box, 6 diving saves, 2 punches, a goalkeeper smother, and 2 accurate keeper sweepers. I mean, he scored 97 without the decisive. Wow. So let's see. He can see, what was the total? 52. Yes, 60-ish. Man. GG's to anyone who played him in El Clasico. Let's see. Brian Rodriguez from America. Mickey Van de Ven. I saw a bunch of Van de Ven lineup saving people's streaks in Prem. There's Lukeba's 100. Love that. Modric and Hakimi. Soboslai. Now we're talking. Herv Kofi, 99. Oh, Obliakov with an 98. How about that? Ousmane Diao with 98. Definitely literally did not play. Oh my God. How do you not play him? Brunetta and Schultz. Wow, Guerrero 97. Thomas Mueller showing once again it's never too late to start playing in MLS. Tapsoba 97. Just as I was having a conversation with somebody earlier in the week about how bad he's been this season. And you can see, man, this looks like a striker's chart. And the funny thing is the 80 came, I guess I was on international duty and maybe didn't even count. But yeah, 100 against St. Pauli, 97 against Freiburg, 14 against PSG. Weird season for him. Andrea said if Alvarez scores 70, above 70, Szczesny could lead me to a D2 win. Yeah, Atletico Madrid play today. So I forget who they play. Betis? It is Betis, yeah. And then we have Alexandra Maxim against Fenner, and then Brøndby play today as well. So not bad. Let's close these down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, Midtjylland or Schultz got the a late, what is the last man tackle, clearance off the line, something like that. Here he is, 97, 37 all around. Yeah, clearance off the line, which was added after the game. But we love to see that. There's Saibari. All right, pretty solid. And then if we look at, Bear said, I had no 100s this game week, sadly. My best player was Junisuke Suzuki with 95. He's finally getting traction for Copenhagen after coming from Belmar this transfer window. So he was amazing. I actually had him in a lineup as well. I'm fairly certain that lineup got relegated, but he helped to keep it alive. It was in my rookie card challenge. If you're unfamiliar with that, I do this challenge with here he is. I tried to play U23 with just rookie cards. And as you see, it's been a bit of a disaster. Here's Suzuki. I still have Noah Narti, captain, 52 points from safety. Man, I had the right players, just not in the right spots here. Like the defensive stack here worked. Suzuki, Nusa. This was a pure disaster. And there's Ovalin in my lowest priority lineup. Gets the clean sheet. I guess Noel had one too. But anyway, let's check out the streak data, which also comes with, let's see. I have challengers here. No, let's start with, what did I click? Oh, we haven't clicked on anything yet. So we could do whatever we want. Sorry, I'm just saving a couple of this data so I can pull it up on stream. Do you guys have a league you want to focus on first? I'm kind of indifferent, to be honest. I did play a bunch of them, so I'm in the data. Let me see here. I had 2 Janosuke, sold one for 300% profit. That seems pretty high. Good that his J League card is still in season. Yeah. Oops, sorry. Getting a little slow here. Lille were league and streak murders this game week. 95th minute clean sheet loss, went up 6-0, was horrendous. So it's funny you bring that up. Sorry, I'm trying to get this. Sorry, I feel like I'm a little choppy here, and I'm not quite sure why. I had a Lille stack going, or at least Auxerre, and I saw I sent a message to somebody because I saw they had 10 minutes of extra time, and I still don't know why. Yeah, and then they lost I lost it. Yes, Alex. This Twitch button down here is so you can see us streaming. I don't know if this is going to matrix us a little bit. But yes, there's you can watch the stream here. Yeah, 10 minutes of extra time. And sorry, am I like choppy to you guys? I feel like my computer is feeling choppy. If you could just let me know. But yeah, let's see. I was hitting the streak. It was this lineup right here, which I did end up hitting it by 4 points. I needed 400. And this lineup was at like 460. And then, yeah, Auxerre lost the clean sheet in the 95th minute. And it was like, oh. And actually, I was sweating both of these trying to hit the streak. And Haraldson lost points too, as they conceded. And it was like, come on, guys, please don't. Please don't do it. Went from 431 to 381 and lost my streak 3. Oh, we had it. We had it. And yeah, you can make fun of me for captaining, literally getting the worst possible captain here. Cabal home against Nantes, and I could have done Hakimi, but my worst disappointment with Rocco Rios Nova losing the clean sheet in the 102nd against Nashville. Oh, yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible. Stonian Weirdo and Sir Soul, appreciate you guys letting me know that it's coming in clear. I feel like it's a little better now, but I don't know what happened there. Anyway, while we're speaking of Ligue 1, let me see. I think I definitely have Ligue 1 data here. That's not it. Let's see. Second one. That's it. Okay. So this is data coming from Sorare. We thank them for that. And so when you look at here, this 621 is game week 21 that we're doing right now. And so in limited, 152 people hit the third streak. Which did I hit the second or the third? Now I'm not even sure. Third streak. Yeah, I hit the third streak. So no, is that right? 360, 380, 400. Yeah. So where am I here? 152 hit the third streak, 12 hit the fourth streak. So there are going to be 12 people who are eligible for the fifth streak this midweek. And again, we'll talk about this midweek after we get through this data, but there is Ligue 1 this midweek and the weekend. And then some teams will play European continental football the following midweek. And so we've got a little bit of a rotation headache when it comes to Ligue 1. Sorare did extend the deadline, though, for Ligue 1 to, I don't know if they announced it here. I thought they did. Is there a blog post maybe? Let me see if, as you can guys see all of the things that I was bidding on. Anyway, the deadline is moved to Wednesday for Ligue 1 because there are no matches before Wednesday. And so they were nice enough to extend it for us there. So anyway, good luck congrats to anybody who extended their streaks, and good luck to those who are going for it. There are 15 people who hit it in rare. 230 hit the first streak in rare. 56 hit the second, and 15 hit the third. And when I say hit the third, I mean they accomplished the third streak. So they are going for the next one. And almost 10 times more people hit the first one in limited, 2,350 will be going for the next one. 748 hit the second, and when 152 hit the third. I didn't actually see what the top lineups were, to be honest, in Ligue 1, because we had like a bunch of PSG problems, and apparently we did not have any PSG problems, as the top lineup here that won $2,000, Chevalier, Hakimi, Vitinha, Kvaratskhelia, and Warren Zaire-Emery. That is an absurd lineup. Every single player with a decisive in a at least one decisive in a 3-0 win away to Brest. And then we had a Lille stack with Chevalier. Wow, I love this. Absolutely love this. Chevalier Lille card, Romain Perrault, Vitinha, captain, Matias Fernandez Pardo, and Hakan Haraldsson. I don't have Chevalier. I have these two guys. I don't have Vitinha, so I don't know what I'm even talking about. And then third place, Herve Kofi, the GOAT. Everybody was very excited about that. Hakimi, Vitinha, Ousmane Dembele, Barcelona card, and Benjamin Andre. That's Division 1. So that won 2,000, 1,000, and 600 respectively. Nicolo's pointing out, yes, Malik Fofana from Lyon out at least 3 months, having ankle surgery after suffering an injury this weekend, which is quite unfortunate for Lyon. And then, so what was that? 525.84. Excuse me, 1D1. 520, 1D2. Philip Cohn from Monaco, but it is a Monaco card. Perrault, Haraldsson, Felix Correa, and Benjamin Andre. Man, that Lille one that concession is tilting. And then 523, 1 Division 3. Kofi, Hakimi, Kvaratskhelia, Sofiane Diop, and Jonathan Klaus, who I believe only played half the game. Yep, 45 minutes, but 2 decisives. So how about that? Alex said missing Prem streak 1 by 0.36 points. Very fun. Alex, we've got a whole day to get some Opta help, so don't you worry about that. Let's see. Rare. I'm just going to check out the lineups here. Chevalier, Hakimi, Vitinha, Mason Greenwood, and Perrault. Man, I don't know why I don't have a Perrault. Sorare Down Under. Here we go. There's Herve Kofi, Hakimi, Cabal, Correa, and Adrian Thomason. Love that lineup. Congratulations to Sorare Down Under there. There's Mamba. All right. I see you guys. And then we'll check out Super Rare and Unique. Why not? Buzzer beater, Kofi, Hakimi, Talizo, Fernandez Pardo, and Hamza Igamane. I don't even know who that is. But that was $4,000, although probably more because this is an in-season unique. Talizo's a unique. I guess we could see. Let me see exactly how much they won. Yeah, let's see. Looks like it's a big number, though. $8,608. So they won it was 4,000 was the first place, and then got an additional 4,608. A 115.2% boost, thanks to, I'm guessing, some seals and vaults, and second place in Super Rare MLS as well. Big week for Buzzer Beater. Congratulations to them. And what else do we have here? We've got Bundesliga. We'll do that next. 3,342 people hit the first streak in limited. I'm one of them. Let's go. Igamane is an ex-Ranger striker. Wow. Igamane, I don't know what it is. Anyway, 1,269 hit the second streak, 523 hit the third, 151 hit the fourth, and 8 people in Bundesliga Limited hit the fifth streak for $1,000. $1,000, right? Yeah. Which is awesome. Congratulations to them. Speaking of winning thousands of dollars, Rusty Burgers won $2,000 with this lineup. A Leipzig defensive stack of Gulashi and Lukeba, Kimmich, Kramaric, and Amiri. Love that. Love that. Ryan Walter, what's up? Never too late to join the chat. That's what we're talking about here. But also, shout out to all the lurkers out there. we appreciate their viewing as well. Anyway, that is a gorgeous lineup. Bayern won 3-0, and you kind of would have expected like a Bayern lineup to top it. But let's see what else we got here. Nubel, Grimaldo is second place. Gordon, 1282. Nubel, Grimaldo, captain. Kimmich, Burkhart, and Lukeba. Man, well done to anybody who trusted Jonathan Burkhart. I guess we're going to see a lot of Lukeba here. Man, no correlation at all with these goalies and defenders. Somebody took advantage of Neuer being out. Erbig, Grimaldo, captain, Kimmich, Burkhart, and Amiri. Love that. Actually, let's wonder. We obviously know Lukeba was the highest scoring because he's at 100. But let me come here and just see, who the highest scoring Bundesliga. So Asan Odrig. Owe Drago? I don't know. But Guerrero 97. There's Kimmich, Elias Garcia 93, Kramaric 90. Wow. Grabara, Piper. How many Division 1 lineups do you think Asan was in? That's a great question. How many cards does he even have? I mean, probably hundreds at this point. It's actually not that many. 345. Not that many. Wow, no, not a rookie card, huh? Does he have a rookie card? He does. There it is. Asan. I mean, he's been playing pretty well. Fairly goal dependent, but yeah, he is starting. Yeah. All right. But nobody kind of near the top of the podium using it, or nobody on the podium using him. Kramaric, Lukeba, Zetterer. So the Grimaldo, Kramaric, Amiri, Kimmich seems to be the popular combination there. And I guess a little Lukeba. Division 2, we've got Flecken, Tapsoba, Garcia, so Bayer Leverkusen stack, and then Olise and Kim Min Jae. Shout out to those who were on top of that one. Flecken, Grimaldo, Kimmich, Olise, Garcia. Flecken, Grimaldo, Amiri, Burkhart, Kimmich. This is just in Division 2, just looking. Let's see, Division 1. Oh, I'm sorry, Rare. Flecken, Grimaldo, Kimmich, Schlotterbeck, and Olise. That's Small City Club. Jan 87, Gulashi, Grimaldo, Kimmich, Burkhart, and Nusa. And then third place, Erbig, Upamecano. How did you get 30? I mean, 46 points with a clean sheet. Did they not have a clean sheet? Yeah, 3-0. Did he only play 45 minutes? Okay, that's why. Okay. And then in Super Rare, Flecken, Grimaldo, Garcia, Poku, and Tapsoba. All right. Oh, there's Nanzo. You know Nanzo. Flecken, Bade, Garcia, Poku, Tapsoba, and Bambi, Gulashi, David Ram. Man, my bad on buying David Ram and just ruin him. Kimmich, Olise, Lukeba. So, yeah, congrats to the 8 people who won the $1,000, and then 151 are eligible to go for it next week. And then 12 people hit the 4th streak in Rare. Nobody's hit the 5th streak, but 12 people will be going for the 5th streak next game week, which is fun. And then let's see, Jupiler League. Wow, Jupiler's getting tough. So 851 people hit the 1st streak, 57 hit the 2nd, 16 hit the 3rd. And if those numbers sound low, those are the limited numbers. Only 3 on the 2nd streak, meaning completed the 2nd streak in Rare. What happened to the Jupiler League that it became the hardest league in the world? Oh my gosh, Haspelot the GOAT here on the podium. So 468.2 points wins Jupiler. Davy Rofe, Vander Heiden, Brian Hainan, Umar Diakite. I don't even know who he plays for because that's a Rhymes card. And then Haspelot, 69 in a 1-1. But if these are the highest scores, then yeah, there's probably not a lot of people hitting the ends of their streaks. Second place, Jackers, McAllister, Delorge Kniper, Jeppe Ehrenbjorg, and Promise David. Jackers, I don't even know who these guys are. But 416 points, won $300 in limited. And then in rare, Kyle Sherpin, wow. Smets, Haspelot, Zolas, and Michele. Oh, wow, that's a cool card. The Fire Special Edition cards on the as a rare, so like with the red on it is really nice. That's cool. Man. And then super rare, Rofe, Smets, Hainan, and Kuba, and Vander Hayden. Yeah, Jupiler's looking hard, man. Very hard. Eredivisie looking a little easier. 1,488 hit the first streak. 216 hit the second. 62 hit the third. 10 hit the fourth. It's in limited. So 10 people are going for the top streak in Eredivisie next game week. And then in rare, 137 hit the first one, which is the highest since for weeks ago, basically since it started. 10 in going for the second streak in rare, and then 1 in going or accomplishing the third streak and going in for the fourth. Is that list streaks to find anywhere? Sorry, tuning later in. No, you can't find it anywhere else. Gotta watch Sorare Spotlight and just screenshot this or something like that. But this is where you come for this information. And I have it for all of the in-season competitions. We've already gone through Liga and Bundesliga. So we've got to still look at and Jupiler since we just did it. So we still have to look at Prem, La Liga, and MLS. Prem, La Liga, MLS. Is that right? Oh, we didn't look at Challenger yet. I don't think. So we'll look at Challenger as well. Philly Dilly, what's up? Thanks for coming in. Glad you're here, even if you're late. So Eredivisie, what happened in the Eredivisie this weekend? Who won big? Bradenhorst, Joris Kramer, Kenny Taylor, Ishmael Saibari, and Sven Meinens is your $1,200 winning lineup. Bradenhorst gave up 2 goals, still scored a 59. Joris Kramer with an 89 and an assist and a clean sheet against Excelsior. Kenny Taylor with an assist in Ajax's 3-2 win away to Twente. Saibari with a hat trick away to Feyenoord. And then Meinens a goal and an assist at home against Utrecht. How about that? Not much correlation. There's Meinens and Saibari in second place. Ronald Koeman Jr. Who knew? Who knew? I mean, obviously, Mugabe knew. Wow, look at this. First place, 501.82. Second place, 501.61. Oh. Third place, Dramel Mats Dial. This is a go-ahead. I'm sorry. It is a Sparta. I had no idea Dramel was a starter at Sparta Rotterdam. Sparta Rotterdam goalie. Go-ahead equals forward, defender and midfielder. Tobias Laridison from Sparta. So a goalie forward combo. And then Saimi Oasa from NEC. This is, man, Eredivisie is kind of tempting. Dramel, Marvin Young, Oscar Gluck, Saibari, and Sven Meinens is the first place lineup in rare. That's $2,000 in cash and $1,000 rare essence. Ganja Wars Lost Pro. Hey, when will the NBA daily pickup rewards be granted? I think I just saw a notification about that. The cash mission update this is from John Sorare. We're aware of an issue preventing managers from claiming cash rewards and missions. Our team is actively working on a fix and will share an update as soon as it's resolved. Thanks for your patience and understanding. So I don't know. But soon, they're working on it. They do know, so they're working on it. And then let's see, in super rare, Gonzalo Cretas, Denso Cassius, Keith Smith, Laridison, and Guevara Reed. Reed's got a rookie card. So that lineup won at least $2,500 and 250 essence. And again, we've got 10 people who will be going for the fifth streak next game week in limited. Nobody got to the fourth, accomplished the fourth streak in rare. One did the third streak. It's hard. That's hard. Actually, I was about to do Challenger, but Philly Dilly is here, so I'll do Prem. Let's see here. Is that it? Yes. Did we do La Liga yet? We didn't do Contender either. But let me do Prem. Because and Luke Koemans was probable for starting instead of Brandish Hort. Oh, all right. Here comes the Sparta 25-26 collection. Mike, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Anyway, so we've got, this is Contender at the top, but let's talk about Prem. So 3,449 got the first streak. 520 got the second. 148 got the third. So 12 people in limited got the fourth streak. So there are 12 people in limited going for the top streak in Prem. No one has gotten it yet. No one has reached and accomplished the fifth streak in Premier League hot streaks this season. 12 people, at least 12, could go for it next weekend. I haven't looked at the fixtures for next weekend, but that is very exciting that that's a decent number of people. I mean, we saw 88 here. That was well before the international break, unable to do it. These four, I don't know if they were unable to get the fifth streak or if they're holding it, but we could see people finally reach the summit of Premier League hot streaks in limited. For rare, 322 people got the first streak, 30 got the second, 11 got the third. We did have a fourth, somebody accomplished the fourth streak the previous weekend in rare Prem, but I don't know if they, failed on the fifth streak or if they held back. Maybe the matchups weren't working in their favor, and so they held it. But that's looking quite tasty here. Let's check out what happened in the Prem this weekend. So the top lineup, which was Mike 28, Georgi Petrovic 83 in a clean sheet over Forest, Reece James captain 74 in a 2-1 loss, all AA, well done. Dominic Soboslai 100, Brian Burmo with a 94 thanks to a brace against Brighton, and Bruno Guimaraes with a goal in a 2-1 win over Fulham. So that was 526.61 points, won $2,500. They had a classic special edition neon Christmas Georgi Petrovic goalie. Also, the Bruno is special edition. That's lovely to see. And then second place, 513.13. Vicario and Van de Ven, 187 points combined. There's Bruno again. Matheus Cunha with a goal, and then Bruno captain, who was the lowest scoring player in that lineup, which is a bit tilting for them, I'm sure. So that was 13 points behind first. And then we had this one, which is 30-ish points behind first. David Raya with the Ballon d'Or special edition card. Kevin Danso with a special edition card. Bruno captain, Burmo, and Soboslai classic, also neon Christmas special edition card. Lots of points and lots of cash for these. 2,500 to first, 1,300 to second, 800 to third. Postel said, came here from the ad on the site. Let's go. Yeah, that's cool. I like that they did that. If you're on Sorare, if you're not watching on Twitch normally, there's this little logo right here, and you can watch the stream right on Sorare. There's probably an ad or something if you don't have like Twitch Premium to start, but there it is. There it is. Let's see what Rare looked like. Sorry. Aber said, regarding NBA, I have to give a shout out to Brazilian League Thiago Splitter, who became the Blazers coach and got a win against the Warriors in debut. Let's go. Let's go. I remember Thiago Splitter. I might have a Thiago Splitter card somewhere. Anyway, not so rare card, just cardboard. So top nameless, $4,000 and 1,000 essence at the top of Division 1 rare. Donnarumma, a classic PSG card. Kukurea, special edition. Soboslai, captain, love that. Pedro Neto and Mickey Van de Ven. It's funny what you can do, that you can have 240s in your lineup as long as you also have 200s. 483.4 won it. 483, I guess, would have finished third in limited, but that's obviously with additional bonuses. So Hundi was second, Raya, Reese James, Bruno, Burmo, and Trevor Chaloba, excuse me. And Soccer Manager third, 459.98, Pope, Reese James, Soboslai, Neto, and Konate. Just not a high-scoring week, like, yet again. And then in Super Rare, we've got Jude 5, Florian 10, 631.35. Vicario, Ladislav Krejci, Bruno Fernandes, Brian Burmo, and Marcus Tavernier in first place. Basilbot, that was $5,000. Basilbot had Petrovic, unique, classic. William Saliba, Bruno Guimaraes, Anthony Gordon, and Mickey Van de Ven, captain. Chaloba. Thank you, Grim. Thank you. So congrats to the bot. Everybody's favorite bot. Maybe. I don't know. He's mine. I wonder what they actually won with this. Let's see. Surely Basil's got, well, actually, maybe not much of a vault because you can't sell. So 2,500 for second place, and then an added $776, probably from the unique, and then an extra 78 essence. So congratulations, Basil. Oh, whoa. I think I saw second place with a Mads back there. All-star unique. Why not? Oh, Barco, Vaco. What a lineup. Felipe and Memphis. Wow. That's a funny one. So that is the Prem. And let's look at Contender. I actually competed in Contender very poorly this game week. I was on this, maybe I was just going for my second streak, but it's gone now. But 1,532 people started a new streak. 528 hit the second one, 112 hit the third, 21 hit the fourth, and 2 people after 11 the game week before hit the top streak in Contender. I embarrassingly keep forgetting what the payouts are in these. And we can quickly see my Contender one that failed. Oh, that's cool. But let's see. Contender would be the same as like Jupiler, 500. Is there no other way I can like click to see the other levels? Whatever. And then let's see. No one hit the 5th streak in rare. 5 people did hit the 4th streak, though, and we going for the 5th. 338. No, I'm sorry. 167 hit the first streak, 59 the second, 19 the third, and 9 the fourth. I'll just pull up my lineup. The worst part is that I got a Boris Atik and a Ryman. And I was like, oh, let's go. An assist for Attic, Ryman, clean sheet. Hugonet, who has been awesome this season, season worst 24 points. Genuinely, like worst game of the entire. Oh, no, that was last season. So this season, he scored 60, 73, 82, 53, 100, 36, 90. I buy him 24. Played the half. I don't even know if he got hurt or if I don't know what happened to him, but I know that my streak is now over. 4 points to a reward, which would have been, is that right? That can't be right. 2,140th. Oh, yeah, I was quite close to getting 500 XP, which I would have loved. But Ishihara, bit of a letdown. Barco, huge letdown. Anyway, so we start over. Top lineup in Contender Division 1 Limited, $1,000. Earns to, oh my gosh, I did almost buy him. Oh, Tony Leisner, Enzo Leopold. I know a bunch of people were talking about Leopold. There's Brunetta 94. Love that. The forward card too. And then Philip Bilbija from, is that Paderborn? Yeah, it is. So we're starting to see kind of the end of the J League and K League cards. I say that just as Tayo Koga, the GOAT, comes here, but there's a Brunetta midfielder card, Fabian Rees, who I also almost bought, and Enzo Leopold, 2 Bundesliga, filling it up. And then third place, that's Ichimori, Kim Ju-sung, Leopold, Alexander Bernhardson, and Brunetta. A lot of Brunetta. I played my Brunetta somewhere else. Hugonet injury. Oh, okay. That's killer. Dobbsy hit the first streak in Rare Contender with 460 points. Nice to do. Wow. No doubt there. I strongly recommend Bill Blija. Let's see who he is. From Paderborn, right? Is this where Reese is? Yeah, I mean, this is about as hot as you can get. 2 goals, 93, 1 goal, 6. Yeah, this is where I'm like, he's a little goal dependent, as if like he can't just keep smashing. 20 to $25 or so. So he's at Paderborn. Oh, has multiple Reese's Hertha. Who else is at Paderborn? I feel like there's someone I know at Paderborn. And by know, I mean like I've heard of. Maybe I'm just making that up. Oh, it's Dennis Simon. That's who it is. Oh, Marcus Schubert's there. I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, I said for a long time I was not going to play European Contender, but I think we all know how that actually works out. Anyway, and then third place. Oh, this is the third place one. So congratulations to those guys. Let's see. Rare. Nahuel Noel, Boris Tomiak, Enzo Leopold. There he is again. Yuma Suzuki and Virgil Gita Jerseyman. That's fun. Schweberman wins this one. $1,500 and 1,000 essence for 533 points. Mountie manager with a Hanover stack, full Hanover stack. Wow. That'll work. Hopefully they're like a Hanover like fan supporter, if you will. And then third place Mentalitat Monster. I'm not sure. Zelenica, Gita, Marvin Vonacek, Reese, and the Brunetta Captain Classic card. We love it. Kind of wondering where I played my Brunetta. I have a Brunetta Classic Rare forward card. I can't remember where I played it. I don't know. And then let's see. Hans Dampf, first place with a Hanover stack, full Hanover stack. In season, Noel, Neubauer, Coleman, and Tomiak, and then an Enzo Leopold. Now, this is a 3-0 win away to Braunschweig. Oh, you can finally click on it. There we go. Everyone did well except Matsuda and Aseko Nkili. But you could probably get away with pretty much anyone else. which is fun. Even the bench got involved. And then do we see, is it just a bunch of Hanover? Oh, no, there we go. We got a little J League and Juan Brunetta for Zankovic. 610 points, won them at least $1,000. And then Unimpiam, excuse me. Just a mix of J League, K League, and 2 Bundesliga. How could you not just love Contender? Bauer has been smashing. Did I say somebody named Bauer? Which Bauer is it? Is this a team? Don't think it was him. Jonas Bauer? Nope. He was Paderborn. Bauer. Where is he? Ah, this guy. Mika Bauer. Ryan, I don't think you spelled it wrong. You spelled it wrong. But yeah, that looks pretty good too. 21 years old too. Not bad. Little set pieces. Do I have a contender list? Oh my gosh, I don't. Ryan, let's talk later about that. Taniguchi is a good player too. Have him in my Tokyo Verde collection. He scored 100 last week, if I'm not mistaken. Did he? Wait, wasn't Taniguchi from? Oh, I was thinking of Shogo. You're thinking of Hiroto. But yes, he did score 100 last week. So that's contender. What do we have left? Which one is this? Challenger. Did we do La Liga yet? We definitely didn't. Jupiler. Sorry, I'm trying to organize my. Oh, and we didn't do MLS. Let's do La Liga. So 458 people hit the first streak after 4,000 hit it the week before. 331 in the second, 40 in the third. Nobody hit the fourth, and nobody hit the fifth. And nobody's hit the fifth for quite a while in limited. And in rare, 2 people have hit it all season. And nobody since. 28 people got the first streak, 24 the second, 2 in the third. I must have been a bloodbath the following, or 2 weeks ago. And we can check in on La Liga Esports. Top one is David Soraya, Alvaro Carreras, Edu Exposito, Mikel Oyarzabal, and Jude Bellingham captain. Wow. Second time I've asked if I've did La Liga. I mean, there's just so many of them. It's hard for me to keep up. $2,000 with this lineup. Love to see it. Jude Bellingham still in my vault. Probably shouldn't do that. Dimitrovic, Romero, Esposito. So the Espanyol defensive stack, and then Mbappe and Rashford. That wins $1,000. Second place in La Liga Limited. And then third place, Unai Simon, Eder Militao, Jude Bellingham, Kylian Mbappe, and Oyarzabal from Sociedad. It's always going to be some Real Madrid who won 2-1 in El Clasico this week. In rare, Dimitrovic, El Hilali, Esposito, Mia, and Romero. Wow, full Espanyol stack. Wow. What was that? 1-0 against Elche? Is that what that is? 1-0 against Elche, and this El Hilali didn't even start. 8 minutes they played. 8 minutes, and gets them first place, $3,000 and 1,000 essence. And I hope I didn't jinx them. Is there a La Liga game today? We've got the Colonel Sanders here. Chesney, Kubarsi, Lopez, Yamal, and Rashford. Wow. Who needs to win? Oh, that's right. Atletico and Betis today. That's right. So these aren't locked in. But how about the Barcelona stack losing El Clasico, but as of now on the podium, which is kind of nuts. And then in Super Rare, we've got the Rayo Vallecano stack. My God. And then Exposito from Espanyol. These single league comps can really get wild. That's a funny one. So we did contender, challenger. We did not do, but we'll get there. All right, MLS. First round of the playoffs make it a little harder, but look at that. 3 people hit the 5th streak in limited. Nobody hit it in rare. Nobody hit it in rare. But we had 152 people start their first streak, running out of time. 109 hit the second, 39 hit the third. Sorry, are hitting. There's another there are more matches to play. So MLS is still wide open. And I say that as somebody going for the second or third streak. And so, yeah, there's some big games in MLS tonight. I almost don't even want. I have this lineup, although Zink. Oh, I forgot Zink didn't play. Yeah, that one's dead. But Cincinnati play tonight, and so there's plenty up for grabs in MLS. But congrats to the 3 people who have already hit the 5th streak. 260 the week before. Gotta love that. And yes, thank you, Mike. Double rewards now in MLS for the streak. So if you wanted to start MLS right now and go for the streaks, you want to just go full crazy, go nuts. No judgment here. So you'd be able to check that out. Double rewards is the last 3. Is it not the whole playoffs? Oh, it is just the last 3. Boo. It might be. You're right. Double check. Oh, yes. Not doubled yet. Not yet. We thank Ryan, but also like, come on, man. Like, let's try to speak it into existence of the double rewards earlier. Oh, well. So yeah, there's too much going on with MLS that I'm not going to go through that much. And then Challenger, I can't believe we're still going through this, but this is how much Sorare you can play. 1,396 at the first streak in limited Challenger, 588 in the second. Fenerbahce played today, and so these numbers could go up. 47 hit the 3rd streak, 11 hit the 4th streak, and nobody hit the 5th. In fact, only one person has ever hit the 5th streak in Challenger, which is kind of wild in Challenger Limited. And we had, let's see, 16, 18, 20 people have hit the 4th streak in the history of Rare Challenger, so Rare 26 hot streaks, and nobody has hit the 5th. So that's actually kind of crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I am in Challenger now I hit the streak, my 2nd streak this game week. And so I was one of these 481. Yes, the Portuguese boys went nuts, which was really helpful since I went heavy on the Portuguese boys. And so if let's see, we'll go back to the top lineups in Challenger. Top 1 in Division 1. Alex Schlager from Leipzig, Salzburg, who won 3-0 away to Austria Vienna. Nicholas Otamendi, captain. Pedro Gonçalves from Sporting, 89. Luis Suarez, the Sporting one, 85. And Luka Modric, unbelievable, with a even 100, thanks to, if I remember correctly, a 96th minute assist to snatch a point for Milan against Pisa. So that was 545 points. Although we had an Austrian goalkeeper, and there's a Turkish goalkeeper, and by Turkish I mean plays in Turkey. Andre Onana with an 83, Otamendi 100, Modric 100, Pavlidis 94, and Cameron Devlin 72. Yes, Porto's still to play as well. Porto and Fener. So a lot can change here. Um, and then this lineup, who is currently third: Trubin, Otamendi, Modric, Pavlidis, and Osimhen. And because I'm the host, I'm going to point this out. I happen to be first place right now in Division Two. I have no idea if it'll hold, but I went Trubin. Actually, that's not my lineup. There we go. Trubin, Otamendi, Modric, Pavlidis, Trincao. Fun fact: I bought this Luka Modric as a collection piece for Jude Bellingham, and Jude is in my vault currently still. I got a Modric and a Rodrigo. And here we are, Modric, the most productive one in there. Pika player, I'm going next weekend on the 5th streak in Challenger limit. I'm winning it. Love it. Luka Modric on the NBA, on the football stream, Luka Doncic on the NBA stream. I'll see myself out. Yeah, just out. Atletico do play today, but that doesn't affect Challenger as of right now. Well, it doesn't ever. But yes, they do play today. But maybe you're catching up. Kind of surprising how difficult streaks have been proven to be in Challenger. I thought it would be one of the easier regions before the season started due to all the dominant teams. I felt the same way. Fenner's already up 1-0. I agree. And I'm hoping it gets easier because I have, let's see. So I had 4 Challenger lineups. This is one, and then I did a sporting stack in Division 3. I just started playing it. As I can see here, did not get the Fenner goal. Who scored it? And Nasiri, of course, with no assist. How selfish. So who knows? Fenner could just do a number on the leaderboard. And then yeah, Porto play later. That's 4:15 is my time, so that's like 9:15 in France and Central Europe, 8:15 in the UK. And so yeah, I'm hoping that it's these types of lineups that can get me further along, because I agree that it is very surprising how few people, like 123, hit the fourth, like went for the 5th streak after game week. I don't even know. Let's see, 21, 19, 17, 15, 13, 11. That would be weird for it to work out well. I must have skipped any. Anyway, and then just nobody, like literally nobody. I wonder what happened. I know a bunch of people skipped game weeks around here, but obviously still only one person and nobody in rare. And there's one person going for it next game week, or have hit it this game week. And now maybe we'll see some Fenner stacks or some Porto stacks that will increase this number who are on the 4th streak. But it's possible that it doesn't get any higher. And yeah, but I agree. I kind of assume that Challenger would be, we would have more people trying to get it. Don said, I've hit the 3rd streak once and now I'm on my 3rd again. Yeah, because like so I guess I don't remember if it was last week or the weekend before. Like Portugal has been kind of weird because, as you saw, like on my lineups, like I went Benfica, Sporting, and then I have a little smattering of Porto. But I think it was 2 weekends ago, like it was Sporting Benfica, or no, I'm sorry, Sporting Braga, Benfica, Porto, something like that. It's like the matchups are really bad. And when we came out of the international break, maybe that was last game week, we came out of the international break and they had cup matches. And it was like, oh, so you can't use those cards there either. And so it's kind of but usually they're kind of pretty dominant in the league when they're not playing each other. And with Turkey, when we have like Fener and Gala and Besiktas, it feels like they should be pretty good. And then, as Graham points out, Celtic being poor this season, likely a big factor in the lack of people hitting the 5th in Challenger. Yeah, it's just more people bought Celtic stacks than they bought Heart stacks. And I don't even know what a Heart stack costs these days. But I can't imagine it's as much as Celtic still. Actually, let's do a scouting one. This can make it a little easier. So if we just do, no, I wanted the filters. Current club, that's what I wanted. Hearts. Yeah, I mean, like they're not overly expensive. I guess they're getting a little expensive now. 35 for like Schwolo, Shanklin 22. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, this is just by L15. But it looks like people are getting interested now. So if you were early on Hearts, shout out to Behab and anyone else. Yeah, they went up in price quite a bit. Yeah, people are chasing them, but I mean, I guess it's not necessarily chasing if you are um, if you think that they're going to keep going. Like if you're continuing to think that they are going to be better, then it's not really chasing. But if we take them off and we just kind of look at the top players in Challenger right now, we'll try to do it by L15. And Alexandru Maxim has been like absurd. But he doesn't have in-season cards. But so we've got how do we want it? Let's do this by L15 because it's really just this season that we want to talk about. Kiwior from Porto, L15 of 70, but obviously like it's not, he doesn't have 15 games. Osorio is the same way. There's Scales still up there. Craig Halkett from Hearts. Simsier. It's so frustrating. Oh yeah, ARP, but he doesn't have in-season cards. I don't even know who this guy is, but he just started playing. There's Dominic Baumgartner. De Bruyne doesn't have in-season cards. So it's yeah, I feel like it's lacking. Where are all of the Fenner, Gala guys, Sporting guys? Like they're just not here. Yeah, Quinny did nail the Hearts talk. Sid, what's up? Thanks for coming in, man. Good to see you. And thanks for saying hi. But yeah, I mean, this is there's Skriniar finally. And the inclusion of Serie A on the list makes it longer, even though it's these they don't have new in-season cards. There's Urinki, who's turned like he was hot and then has struggled a little bit. He was suspended this weekend. Quenda doesn't play. Well, I guess has he been starting? No, well, he came off the bench and got decisive. I guess he's been starting most games. There's finally Inacio. Then we have a little smattering of like Austria. I think it was Harry Trades who mentioned it during the deadline show on Quinny's channel on Friday about how like the Austrian players seem kind of like overlooked. Yeah, there's Trincao. Yeah, I think Challenger's just been kind of tough. But maybe it was just tough while we built up all of our collections. And then now we can do it. Check out Boris Matic. Is he a Challenger guy? He is from Wolfsburger. Oh. Is this good? 69, 78, 61, 64, 73, 77. This feels good. Seems like it's good. Who does he play for? Oh, Wolfsburger. And he's under 21, under 23 until 2029. Yeah, that's pretty solid. That's definitely solid. He has a great matchup this weekend as well. Is that against Pellets? Yeah, it is. They're away, though. They're away. Oh, no, he's Pellets. Tyrol. Yeah, that's a good one. Good shout, Ryan. Vitaly Becker is a good one, too. I think you said that earlier, Vidal. Vitaly Becker from Schalke. This is contender, though, not challenger. But yeah, that's pretty solid. Oh, he's a defender. Oh, he's also under 23 until 2029. How have Schalke been this year? Any better? Oh, first place. That seems better. Yeah, I got to get into I guess 2 Bundesliga now. Ingolsch, this guy. Oh, that's all over the place. 71, 73, 28, 100, 35, 37, 18, 24, 100. That's about as variant as you can get for a defender, no less. But you can have them for $1. Wow. 113 you can have them for. That's crazy. Those are some wild scores. Who does he have this weekend? Liber Grazer. I don't know that one. Maddie, they're working on. They know there's a bug. They're working on it right now. Paul Kohler. Yeah, these are a lot of Austrian guys. This is too boring, though. Yeah, he's not consistent right now, but he's been good for me since last season. Not consistent is one way to put it, for sure. So this kind of like goes into the whole thought today of how you can start playing Sorare at any time. And I'm doing this as somebody who started playing Challenger 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I'm not even sure. Like, I've been building up collections. I started playing Bundesliga last game week, and the introduction, somebody was pointing this out, that the introduction of the special edition cards, if you buy a special edition card off of this primary market, you only need 4 of them to get up to 3% collection bonus, which is kind of wild because any sort of collection bonus helps with streaks. Obviously, the leaderboard cash stuff, like, you most likely need very high collection and XP to get high in the leaderboard. But for the streaks, again, high bonuses help you with your streaks. But if you're just kind of competing in different streaks, you're playing against the game. And so you just need to hit like a certain number. And the benefit of more special edition cards like this is that it allows you to kind of collect enough cards so that you can get the good collection bonuses, at least 3% fairly easily. Now, we all know that special edition cards end up costing a little more because they come with essentially more, I hate to say more utility, but they kind of add more to your bonuses. And while they have theoretically less utility when it comes to how many times you can play them in an in-season competition, you get the bonuses on top of that. And so, wow, Skriniar, last man tackle. That is what we love to see here. Although so it's kind of funny, like, I already hit the streak. I would love for this to get out of Division 2, or get into Division 2 and, start moving me up here. But the whole addition of special edition cards, and I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, we have these cursed specials. These are the ones coming up this weekend, the cursed Big Four, and then the cursed basically everybody else. But it's not just about the competitions that they run for these special edition cards. Obviously, they're helpful. You need 3 of the cursed cards to participate in these competitions, but you can also get some of these cursed cards just to help your collections out. And you don't necessarily need to buy them just because this competition is running. And while the prices may go up a little bit because of the competition, maybe we see them drop a little bit this weekend after the competition starts. So these cursed competitions will start on Friday, when the deadline happens, and they're being sold through November 4th. And so they allow us to add to our collections without having to get more cards. And so the example I'll use here, because I got one recently. So this Archie Brown one, Pedro Lima, I'm working on a Porto collection. So this Fenner collection, which I wish I had boosted a little bit, obviously before today. But this Archie Brown card is an immediate 50 points. And it's going to be 70 points after 30 days. And that's huge for a collection. And it, like I said, after 30 days, you get the extra points for having for 30 days, and you can get to 3% collection bonus fairly soon. Sorry, I saw this comment here, but it's not in English. And so I'm trying to translate it quickly. What is going on with this game week with Koreans on Sunday? There are no points. So I think I think there are points. I think the data provider was a little off, so it's a little slow, but I think they know. I think they know about it. The rookie Halloween cards are insane for collections. Do they count both though? I thought it was like special edition or special edition. I think rookie cards count, or rookie cards are already special editions. So I don't think you get double, do you? I'm happy to be corrected here. Yeah, no double dip on that. That's what I thought. Anion, what's up? So let's see here. Instant buy. Let's do card edition, Halloween, and rookie. No, hold on. That doesn't seem to be. Does anyone have a rookie on the top of their mind that we can look up? Although Don Q is saying it's okay now. Bear said, I bought a lot of these Halloween special cards, all of them below market value with market credits, which is really easy to get in the wheel right now. The Braga rookie card was just the old style. Oh, okay. Is there a special card for rookie card Halloween? No, I don't believe so. Yeah, Prince has one. You're right. After his DNP this weekend. So they almost like take off the rookie, like where it says rookie is not here, but they have the rookie part at like the bottom here. But yeah, I don't think you don't get any extra points. Like if you look at, let's see this one. Although the collection won't show up on the collection because. But yeah, this is how it would look. Special edition card design, because it's Halloween, but it's also the rookie. So unfortunately, you don't get to double, which I think is kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. But yeah, so the reason I wanted to talk about this today is that, like I said, kind of in the beginning, it's very difficult for fantasy games to keep players engaged the whole season. And so the way that they kind of counter this is being able to offer kind of new cards throughout the season, whether they're special editions or new competitions. And the fact that streaks are always open, that you can always start a streak. Like I know some people who I might have a new guest or a old friend, new guest. Oh man, Fenner 2-0. And Nasiri and Asensio, neither of whom I have. Incredible. Anyway, somebody I know are like starting new streaks now, and it's October 27th, and they're like, oh wait, I'm going to start playing a new competition, or I'm going to start doing or going back to a competition that I used to play. And they're doing it because you're not at a big disadvantage by starting now. In the leaderboard, sure, you have to compete against people who may have bigger collections and have higher XP. And so you have to kind of differentiate your lineups in order to do that. But if you're just looking to attack a new streak, like I said, you can start at any point. And Don brings up the next one, the Bundesliga duo thing. So if you are unfamiliar with how that worked, basically it opened last game week, and if you had never played Bundesliga before, you just had to create a lineup and score at least 380 points. You had to score 380 points, and whoever kind of you connected with scored 380 points. If they had already played Bundesliga before, and both of you hit 380. Now the first streak is 360, so you had to hit 380 for this one. But if they had already played before, they got $10 for everyone who was their duo partner. And if you had never played Bundesliga before, which I hadn't, you get $50. And so I had a lineup this game week that was able to hit 380 points. This one right here. Flecken, Bade, Aliash Garcia, Antonio Nusa, and Bernardo, who 26, my gosh, couldn't be any worse, but 413 points. I got the first streak. I won 500 Essence. I won 500 XP because I'm in Division 3. And I won $50 in limited, all from that. And so I don't know if they're going to do this again for other competitions. Maybe they do it again for Bundesliga. I don't know. But it's such a great way to like start people out because, again, score 380 points once within 2 weekends, and you'll be able to win $50. And being able to win that money kind of quickly is a way for people to start, kind of getting a return on their cards as quickly as possible. And one of the big kind of hesitations for people to start new is, well, I missed a lot of the in-season competitions. And so, it'll take me longer to get up on the leaderboard, and I won't be able to compete with people who have full collections and their XP has their cards at 17 and 18%. And this doesn't, this allows you to compete without having to worry about that. And so the ability to start any new competition, and as you can see, like I don't play Prem, I don't play La Liga, I don't play Jupiler, and I don't play Eredivisie, but I can start now and work my way up. And I'm playing against the game. If I can score 360 points in Prem, I get $5 and I can move up. 380 is $10, 400 is 50, 420 is 200, and then 460 is 1,000. And yes, the top prize in the leaderboard is higher than actually, is it higher than 1,000? Now that I've said that, I feel like it is. I'll look just to be sure. But the fact that you have the opportunity to, within 5 game weeks, now you have to be really good to do it, but within 5 game weeks to win a single $1,000 prize after you've won all of the money going up to it is just 2,500. So much different, but it's a really fun way to be able to start at any moment. Now, again, because they're in season competitions, we might always, you don't always have you won't have the full season to like hit the streaks. You can hit the streaks multiple times. We see QTN has like 1,000 game week streak, it seems like, in MLS, but the ability to start whenever you want and compete just on those levels is great. And it'll, if you talk to somebody who wants to play Sorare, and previously before this, it was like, all right, well, you're just going to be way behind. So you may as well like wait till next season. And you don't want to have to tell people that. And now because of streaks, and if we see things like the Bundesliga duo, if we see a Premier League duo, you can get people who have not played the Prem before and now are like, well, if I hit 380 once and I can win $50, then maybe I will start to buy those cards. And more importantly, it allows you to start or to even expand at any time. And I don't think I don't think we talk about that enough, that even though we've missed 2 months of in-season competitions, there's still a ton of season left and lots of opportunities to hit these streaks throughout the season. Now, as you see here, like I hit this streak. So I'm now on the 3rd streak. Like I won $50 this game week from Ligue 1. And so I'm going to play for $200 maybe this midweek. And if I hit 420 this midweek, then I have this weekend to hit 460 and I win $1,000. Like, that's crazy. And as we see, 460 probably doesn't get you that high on the leaderboard. But if you're there on the streak, like, let's see where 460 was. Maybe it is high. 460 is not even in the top 50. Oh, wait, it is top 50. Excuse me. Somewhere in the top 50. I guess we could look for sure. 460. 46th. If you hit 460 right away, $30. But if it's your streak, you win 1,000. Cursed jersey win while looking at the stream. No way. Congrats. Way to go, Big Benzin. So actually, I want to talk about Ligue 1 because Ligue 1 plays midweek. I'm on my third streak. This is where I ask everybody here for advice. So, like I said, I needed 400 points this game week out of one of my 4 lineups. I scored 404 in this one and 407 in this one. For the midweek, I have these lineups right now, but I don't know if I want to actually play them. Now, as we said, Sorare extended the deadline until Wednesday, which is really helpful because that's when the Ligue 1 matches are happening. Actually, let's double check exactly. Scores. There are some Wednesday. Can I? Okay, so PSG away to Lorient, Lille away to Nice, Lens away to Metz, Brest away to Le Havre. Le Havre? That might be the only ones on Wednesday. Oh, no, sorry. Lyon away to Paris FC. I can just hold on. Go on schedule. Does everybody play Wednesday? So everybody plays Wednesday. So everyone plays Wednesday, and then they play again this weekend on Saturday. No Friday, Saturday or Sunday. And then some teams will play midweek. So looking at and I'm going to go use Sorare Inside's match odds tab to see kind of like what matchups we want. The biggest problem is rotation. So Marseille are the biggest favorites home against Angers. PSG big favorites away to Lorient. Lens away to Metz. Monaco favorite away to Nantes. Strasbourg at home against Auxerre. Toulouse home against Rennes. Excuse me. Nice Lille should be close. Lyon are favored away to Paris FC, and then Le Havre and Brest should be close as well. Marseille and Strasbourg seem like smash matchups. Certainly Marseille, the odds say that. So I have basically been trying to do the streaks without much PSG or Marseille. Now I have Kvaratskhelia and Hakimi classic cards, and I have this Naif Agard from my Rennes collection. But I'm not really sure what to do here because Toulouse, I think, have a decent matchup home against Rennes. Paris FC home against Lyon, who just lost Fofana. But again, that matchup, that one's supposed to be pretty close, right? Like Lyon are favored away to Paris FC. And then Strasbourg at home against Auxerre is a solid one. Penders was questionable for this weekend, like the game they played yesterday. Yeah. And Alberico said Agard could be rested. Absolutely could be. Frankly, everybody could be. And so that's the really tricky thing that I have. Now, Toulouse and Paris FC don't have European competition. So like, I don't have to worry about their schedule the following week. But like Marseille will play Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, which isn't great. And PSG will play Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday against Bayern Munich, no less. And then Sunday. Balerdi surely starts as he was rested in the weekend, maybe. Next game week challenger in season is only the Scottish teams. Tricky to play for the streak without the other lineups. Is that like this weekend challenger or the midweek? Let's see. We have Serie A. Plenty of Serie A. But obviously in season you can only use one Serie A guy. So yeah, I really don't got a fancy Barco to smash there. Like you do, but also who knows? Who knows? And so I'm just like not sure I even want to play. Meaning, do I just hold on until the next game week? And the kind of tricky thing that I'm also coming up. So I need 420 points. So if Toulouse get a clean sheet, that's a great start. Donham takes their set pieces. I was considering pairing him with Gobo too. I don't know what the PSG lineup looks like or projection. I think Hakimi isn't expected to start. Nuno Mensch probably does because he didn't play this weekend. Like Kvaratskhelia, but it could be Barcola and Baye. Yulu starts here. Hebert said I would only play Division 3 lineups. So I think that's totally wrong. Now again, I don't have a Division 3 lineup anyway. I have 2 1s, a 2 and a 2 1s and 2 2s, but it's my streak I'm concerned about. And so that's my biggest fear. Like this is what I'm concerned about. I want to score 420 points to win $200. Because if I score 420 points this midweek, then this weekend I can play for 1,000. Which is wild. Because this weekend I have really good matchups. Now again, who knows what happens? But like I have a Lille collection, Lille at home against Angers, PSG home against Nice, which isn't like totally great, but Toulouse home against Le Havre. Like it's tempting. It is real tempting. I wonder if we have odds for the weekend yet. I would assume not, but like I assume they need this weekend to play first or this midweek. Oh no. So Lille, huge favorite, PSG, big favorite. I have a Monaco collection. They're home against Paris. Unfortunately, I have a Paris FC collection too. Toulouse, like I could play a Toulouse, Monaco, and Lille this weekend. So do I risk it this midweek? Now this I want to take this Kvaratskhelia because that like starts to make me nervous. I got Hein, who has just been terrible. Ansu Fati, like I want to Romain Del Castillo away to Le Havre. Now let's see, were they favored? That one was pretty close, wasn't it? Yeah. So Brest away. But Castillo has been quite good for the most part. I don't know. Yeah. Like, let's ignore his 38 against PSG. So this is basically a Strasbourg defensive stack against Auxerre, Cabal against Lyon, and then Del Castillo. I should probably play Toulouse in Division 1. Double Penders worries me. Let's clear that out. What place on the leaderboard do you need to hit to get 200? 5th. And would you be okay with that if you don't hit the streak? I can't imagine I score less than 420 and finish 5th. Graham said, what would be worse, playing and missing or not playing and you would have hit? I don't know if I would have hit it. Like I probably won't like go back and look. But let's get Toulouse in here. Restus, Cresswell, Donham, Gobo. And do we dare play Barco here too? It's actually very close to these two. I don't get the anti-stack bonus. But oh man, this is where I start making bad decisions because of that cap. What is Barco's L15? 59. So I need somebody who's a 51, which is nobody. I don't have anybody. Hogsberg or Moses Simon. That gets me 4% bonus. Barco 100 captain. Let's go. I don't know if I would captain Barco, to be honest. I mean, I guess the matchup there says to. And this is obviously splitting Barco from a triple defensive stack for Strasbourg. And then, so we have, who did I want? Do we do another? So I can play another Penders. I can play Cambadio at home against Lyon, Auxerre away to Nice, and Philip Cohn at home. I'm sorry, away to Nantes. What do we do, guys? What do we do? I mean, what was Monaco's? 61%. I'm probably going to risk my streak in Challenger this midweek because I have some Scottish boys, but only on the third streak. With the fourth on the line, I'd probably skip it. I mean, they're not all that different. I don't know what to do here. Paris FC are home underdogs. And yet here I am plowing them in. Mbao not even to play. Otavio. Will he play? 60%. Ay, ay, ay. And of course, it's all of these guys who I don't have. But I have like Simon, Lopez, Cabal, and Limelu. And I don't have to stack, but it's just I've started to do it recently. Lopez, Simon. Oh, I guess I could play. Well, if Agard starts, I wish Hein was still good. There's Douay, who's been very solid. Teze from Monaco. I'd probably just run a full Monaco stack, to be honest. Let's see. Cone. Teze. This is where it starts to hurt because these guys. Oh, Limelu. Balogun. I mean, this one definitely feels a little puntier. I mean, Hein, he just like fell off. Guella Douay is so good. Yeah, he is really good. Baby Douay, if you will. If I play, let's see. Like Balogun's the only one here that's like going to play, it looks like. That's the worst part of it. Otavio, Nanasi, even McKenzie's not. What did that Monaco lineup look like? Kerr. Like I don't have a Salisu or I mean, there are way to not who I think are quite bad. Let's see. Let's play Balogun here. He's so decisive dependent, but maybe he gets one. And then we can play anyone here. We could play another Gueladu, and we could play another Due. Or we could play Del Castillo against Le Havre. Traore, Hakimi, just no thought that Hakimi would play. This is tough. Now, again, if I'm putting like too much thought or not enough thought, I'm not sure. I like the double Due. Can I make this? All right. So I tried to like make this a little easier to see and it didn't really work. So these are my two Division 1 lineups. So Toulouse and Barco. And then Strasbourg stack with Cabal and Romain Del Castillo. I don't think there's any reason to move Barco and Cabal, like to just to get the Strasbourg guys together. But I'm also I have 0% on all, or I have a 4% multi-club here. So now it's like, I don't think I can change anything here. Like putting Due here doesn't get me the bonus because he plays for the same team. And putting Lopez here with Cabal means I still need a midfielder here. Like I have double defender in three of the four lineups. But again, I don't have to play. But if I do play and I hit 420, I get $200. Your lineups do look pretty strong to hit it. Are you far? Let's see what the caps are. One of them was fairly close. So this one is 8 points away. 268 of 260. And then the second lineup is 11 away, 271 of 260. The third lineup is 18 away, so not even close. Probably because Agard is really high. And then this last one, I'm under it. But I don't have the multi-club bonus because I have these three guys. I would love to not play Balogun, but like I would probably play Fernandez Pardo or Fati. Oh no, Fati wouldn't get it. Yeah, it's probably Fernandez Pardo. Or I would really play Kvaratskhelia if I knew he was going to start. Maybe we'll get. Although if I play Kvaratskhelia, then I need another in-season card because I can't play Due. Can I play Due? No, I can't. I was going to say play my classic here, but I can't. And also, like if it comes out that Hakimi is going to play, I would probably play Hakimi. I'm just not sure if they're strong enough. Since you have four lineups, you could punt one with Kvara. Yeah, I would probably punt this one. Like I'm definitely not punting this one. I think this is my strongest lineup, which is crazy that I have 4 to lose players. And this one, Strasbourg have just been so hard. I don't have a Morera. I don't have a Panicelli. Douay up here. So like I have in season and classic Douay and Sar. Man. I think I have to go for it. And it just makes the weekend such a mess because after this, so Strasbourg have Auxerre at home, then they play away to Rennes on Sunday, and then away to Haken on Thursday, and then home against Lille on Sunday. I don't even know where this is. Sweden. I didn't know that. I think we all know what time it is now. Wait, where's... No, don't do that. Don't do that. I think we know what we're doing now. I don't think they're going to drive. It's like an 8-hour flight, though. Jeez. And that's on next Wednesday. Even if he subs in, he could score well, or he could just be terrible, or he could not score well. That's the biggest. I mean, obviously, any of these guys are a risk in terms of whether they start or not. The later deadline, I'm hoping the later deadline helps, because if we're able to get any sort of news, it would be really helpful. But, you never know. What do we do? What do we do? Should I play or should I go? And just wait for the weekend. I'm not even sure the decisions are going to be any easier on the weekend, to be honest. Do you have Ederson? How are you managing the Fenerbahce situation? I do have Ederson. Did he do something just now? We're at 2-0. I haven't had this collection for very long. Like, I think this is only the second game week I've played them. And so Ederson, I didn't use Ederson the first time I had my Fener stack. Was that last weekend? Was last weekend when they had Portugal? Bundesliga, MLS, challenge. Here we go. This is what I did last weekend. I didn't know Ederson. So I bought just before the international, or just as the international break started, I bought Ederson and Skriniar because I knew that Portugal was off, or they had cup matches in the game week coming back from the international break. And then Ederson got hurt, and then Skriniar was suspended last weekend. But I crafted this Samuel Sahin Radlinger, and then I just kind of like filled in the rest for with these, and then this Maxim card I had. So this was the first streak, and then Ederson. They played midweek, and I don't know if I played Ederson. No, I didn't. Like I had Skriniar. I played again the stack without Ederson, and unsuccessfully. Well, 500 XP. Actually, I desperately need that. And then yes, I used Ederson, but like he was hurt, so like that's why they didn't use him. My expectation is that he is the starter when he's fit. Like, I don't think that they realistically are thinking that this Setin guy, or I don't think this Irfan Can Agrabayat. I don't even have one of these guys. Yeah, I don't even have one of these. I probably should, just in case. How do you get a 0? Oh, that's today. But yeah, my expectation is that Ederson is the starter. But again, I don't think, like, was he not expected to, or was he questionable to start? Well, I'm searching Ederson. That's funny. Yeah, 80%. I think we'll just see this just because they happen to have. Oh, and the other guy has been excluded from this, so even better. Like, I assume we see this all season just because they're there, but I think he stays. If he gets benched over some no names, I don't know. I mean, it's possible, but that's possible everywhere. Like, I don't think that's just an Ederson problem. That's just like a goalkeeper on Sorare problem, or thing we have to deal with. How close are we? What do we need? 380. So we need 100 more points. 91.17, 27, excuse me, from these guys to get promoted out of Division 3, which I would very much like. I don't need to win it. I just want to get out of Division 3. I just got Thomas Araujo from Benfica via crafting. Do you think he's a starter? Because most of the games he was at the bench recently started to play. I actually have no idea. Let's see. If I could actually type. Yeah. Well, he started the last 2. I'll be honest, I don't know. I rely heavily on Sorare Inside for this stuff. But I also most likely, for my Benfica collection, for my Benfica lineups, I almost exclusively will play Trubin Otamendi. And so I can't imagine I'm ever going to play this guy. Like, Trubin, Otamendi, Pavlidis is what I think this side of the lineup will always look like this when Benfica have a decent matchup. And I would love to play Modric with them all the time. And I have 2 Trincaos. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if I ran this exact trio of lineups 20 times this season. And then I'm working on this Porto one. But I also have I have a bunch of Serie A players that I could put in here. Çalhanoğlu, or he's probably the biggest one I would play. So yeah, we'll see. Got back from my evening exercise and you're still going. I am still going, but I'm winding down here, JPS. I have an issue with the purchase of a Halloween illustrated card. Please chat. Could you check it on my Twitter? What seems to be the problem? Assuming you've got a charger now. I do have a charger now. Jose loves a 5 at the back. Yeah, I just need the clean sheets. That's all I care about them. Sporting another smash matchup this weekend. I hope so. Yes, Brøndby also playing now. I don't have any in-season Brøndby cards, but I'm hoping that Noah Narti gets me out of being relegated in U23 right here. 2 points to safety. Feels promising since he hasn't even started yet. But this one, man, well, we're not here to talk about that. Yeah. So the big question is, do I play this midweek? 420 points needed for $200. And then I can play for the 5th streak and $1,000 this weekend. which would be fun. $460 is a lot. So is $1,000 though. Yeah. So yeah, let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Should I play this game week, this midweek, and go for my 4th streak in Ligue 1, or take it off and try it this weekend? Even though JPS just got here, it is time for me to go. So much appreciated. Anyone who tuned in, everyone, shout out to those who participated in the live chat. If you caught this because you were on Sorare and you were like, wait, that's a stream on Sorare's website, welcome. Feel free to chat on Twitch. That's where where that stream comes from. And so the easiest way to participate in the live chat, just click on there on the video on Sorare, and you can get in live chat on Twitch. Very easy. Or if you're just there to lurk and you're like, hey, I just want to watch, that's cool too. Absolutely cool. We're here to play the game. I love that. Love that, Sean. That's what I'm going with, I think. Anyway, thank you to everybody for coming. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel to get all of the Sorare content that's going on by a plethora of content creators that they've invited on in a multitude of languages. So if English is not your first language, or you just want to watch Sorare content in other languages, we have French, Italian, Spanish, and German. I don't believe there's going to be, well, actually, I have no idea if there are going to be any more coming in. So check that out. If you play NBA, there's an NBA show in English just before the deadline. So it's live before Lock with Mike Zakarian. That is today. So be sure to check that out. If you're playing NBA, I think it's one more game week until the quick play starts up. And so it'll be fun. And I think I'm going to get involved in that as well. So if you're looking for any more content from me, my channel on YouTube is Sorare with Laird. You can also search Andrew M. Laird, which is my Twitter account. You can search that on Twitch because I stream there as well, although YouTube is definitely the place for it. And then I also have a Patreon if you are into supporting content creators. Mine costs as little as $5 a month. It's called the Laird Social Club, patreon.com/Andrew M. Laird, or just search Laird Social Club on Patreon to do that. So anyway, thank you to everybody for coming. Much appreciated, everybody. Good luck with the end of this game week. Good luck in the midweek. And please make sure you get outside.